Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, this is Ricardo Heron. I know you guys has been waiting on updates on the Nissan 300ZX build that I've done and currently still working on in the Cayman Islands and waiting on the process of me shipping it to Jamaica to share it with you guys. With your guys' help of watching the videos, liking, comment, and subscribe, that will help me boosting my audience and growing my channel so I can be able to do this as fast as possible because I'm gonna leave the island soon and I really don't need to ship my car, so I really don't need the help from you guys to do so. So today I'm gonna give you a little short video on my Nissan 300ZX. I first saw the car on EK Trade. So basically it's a local platform that you buy and sell goods on the island, whether car, house, shoes, clothes, whatever it is. I saw it, and from the moment I saw it, I fell in love with the car. I reached out to the owner and went and looked at the car, and as I saw the car personally, I know that I wasn't going to leave it because the car was so beautiful, or should I say it is so beautiful. I've never seen a car like that. That's the first time I ever seen one. And then I decided I'm gonna buy it. I told my wife and she said, okay, I support you, as she always does. It was a bad financial decision, but I still love the car. So I bought the car, I think it was about 2016 I bought the car. It was white. I had it for a little while. It had a little bit of issue in terms of the engine. It wasn't running properly. The previous owner did a lot of modifications to it and he spent a lot of money in it. After I got the car, I brought it to a friend of mine who owns a mechanic shop by the name of Allen's Auto. That's Nick. He had another friend that works at another garage, Tony's Toys, here in the Cayman Islands. He was familiar with the V6 engine and he got it to run for me. There's not a lot of people on this island that knows to work on that engine. That engine is very compact. You have so many sensors and stuff on it, and the engine bay is full. You can't get your hands around things. So after a couple months of working with the car back and forth, where I blew freeze plug, I changed water pump, I did so many things to get the car running. It keeps running, it keeps breaking down, it keeps running, keeps breaking down, and I was tired of trying to get that engine to fix because frankly I hardly had any help because a lot of people didn't really know about it, and the mechanic that didn't know about it, he had a 9 to 5 and it was hard for him to do his 9 to 5 and then help me to work on my car. So my original mechanic, Andre, aka Popcorn, he was the one who convinced me to swap the car, and I followed his advice and I started researching on that car what's the most popular swap to do, and I've seen where they do SR20s, RB25s, 2JZs, LS. At the time, I didn't have access to a 2JZ or SR20 or an LS, but what I did have access to was a RB25. How I got access to that? There was a guy in Ireland that crashed his Skyline and he was selling it cheap, and I reached out to him and I bought the entire crash car. Took the engine out, scrapped the rest, sell the rest of the parts. I took the engine, disassembled the engine. We bought new pistons, new rods, new water pump, new pulleys, bigger injectors. Now she's running 1000cc injectors. So we did a full overhaul on the engine itself. We're running H-beam rods, Wesco pistons, and we did a cleaning up of the head, taking out all the valves, reseat them, clean the head as best as it could, reinstall back the stop valve, stop springs. It's a beautiful head when we were finished with it, so we never really need to change so much things in it because I wasn't planning on making 1,000 horsepower. I just wanted the car to run and run perfectly. Reassembling the car, I had to get a bell housing to match my 300ZX gearbox because the back half of the gearbox is similar to the Skyline, but the bell housing is a bit bigger. So I had to reach out to my friend Ewan, who has R33. He has gone through so many engine and so many gearbox, and I reached out to him and he helped me out. He always been helping me out. He helped me out with getting the bell housing. I swapped it, put it on my gearbox. I also did a single stage clutch. That was stupid, but that was my first time learning about the car. I did a single stage clutch and we installed it in the car, running a Series 2 AAM computer for the car. That clutch didn't last long. It burned out like in less than a week. So I had to bite the bullet and buy a twin disc competition clutch. It's a beautiful clutch. The only thing with it, it's not so street friendly. It makes a little rattling sound every now and then, but I've done some research and I heard that that's how it is, so I'm living with it. After getting the car run and everything, I start having some heating issues while trying to get the car tuned by Puffy. Puffy's from States. He's one of the major tuners that tunes a lot of guys' cars here on the island, also tunes a lot of race cars in Jamaica as well. So let me backtrack a little bit. So when I was putting the engine together, I didn't have the right exhaust manifold, so I bought a system from CX Racing. CX Racing does a lot of conversion kits for all different type of cars, and I bought a CX Racing kit for my car. So I got exhaust, I got turbo, I got radiator setup, the whole works, because the way how the 300ZX is, the front of it is a little bit funny, and when you put the RB in it, sometimes you have to cut it to fit the radiator upright. I didn't want to cut the car, and I was having issues. So CX Racing provided me with RX Racing style radiator, like how you have the RX-7s, how the radiator kind of set slant. CX Racing has a kit that fits the 300ZX just like that, and I bought that. I still were having a little bit of issue, but I think that was mainly with my fan. But I didn't like how it fits or how it looked, because the radiator, my car sit very low, and the radiator was kind of sitting close to the ground. So I tried it.